So I was playing around with this scene when I started noticing a very consistent stutter around the start of the test play, which is a good time to show you how you can debug this kind of things, as well as what the fix was for this specific problem. To debug stutters or any performance issues in Godot, we start off by going to the Debugger tab, selecting the profiler, and enable Auto Start. In older versions of Godot, you can enable it after starting the game. Now let's play it and wait for it to happen. A big spike, well above the 60 FPS line. We can click on the spike to see what is that. It seems the process time here is double the normal values. So to find out what is really happening, let's scroll down the list and look at the script functions. There's our spike. It happens when the player enters the shooting range through the area signal and it fires the cannonball. Let's also change the time to self. And now it is clear the lag happens inside the fireball function. It seems the cannonball spawn is causing this. But this function doesn't do anything special. It just spawns a preloaded scene. A character body 3D cannonball with a GPU particle attached to it. But here's what's really strange. This only happens once at the start of the game, very similar to how shader cache only stutters to compile then once, then never again. But this is happening every time the game is loaded, like the shader was never cached. So to test this out, I faked spawned the cannonball at the start of the scene. And look at that, the stutter is suddenly fixed. Nothing at all. Now, this solution is not very good because every wall cannon is fake instancing the wall at the start, and adding up to the same loading times. So let's investigate some more. And as it turns out, the reason for the spike is the GPU particle 3D. Even removing the mesh material, just by having the particle process material here, can cause this problem. And there is a notebook report of this exact issue too, specific to the Vulkan shader compilation, but with way worse spikes back then. So with that in mind, let's change the rendering device from Vulkan to DirectX 12, which is the newly default driver for Windows. And just by doing that, the spike lessens. You can still see it here, but it is very soft, and it keeps the game at 60 FPS at least. Now, let's try one last thing. Instead of preloading the scene, let's just load it instead. And funny enough, there is no spike at all. Which is a good lesson to not overuse preload. Besides strange problems like this, preload can cause cyclic dependencies and break your game if you're not careful. And if you still need to use them and happens to see these spikes, you can always fake instance them at the start when the loading happens. But that's it. Just a quick note on this very specific strange problem and how to debug your games. I hope you liked this video, and until next time.